In the next few minutes, you will become a master at using Anki on your smartphone. I will be discussing how to use Anki on your Android smartphone, but the process is almost the same for a Windows PC, a Mac, or an iPhone as well. So once you master how to use it perfectly on your Android smartphone, you can use it seamlessly on your other devices as well. With that said, let's begin. I will also be preparing short videos about how to install Anki on your Windows PC or Mac as well. Once those videos are ready, I will post them into the description box below. If you have any questions or feedback after watching the video, please leave them in the comments below. Before I get too deep into this video, please make sure to like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel so that you can know about my future videos as well. Thanks, and let's begin. As you probably already know, Anki is a tool that uses space repetition algorithm to help you remember whatever you want at a very fast speed. Now, what you want to learn is up to you. You can learn some languages, some characters like Japanese Kanji or Hanzi in Chinese, or some other Asian language characters. Or you can use it for your med school, for your college studies, whatever content you need to memorize and you find difficult to remember. Anki will help you learn that very quickly. The possibilities here are endless. Now Anki works totally on your input, so it's a custom algorithm for you. We will see this later in this video. Now let's move to my phone screen where I will show you how to install Anki on your phone, how to do basic settings to start using it quickly. With that said, let's move to the smartphone screen now. Open Play Store, search for Anki Droid. Anki Droid is the name for the Android version of the Anki app. Wait for the app to install. Once the app is installed, open it. This is how the app interface looks. The plus sign at the bottom creates two important options. One is to get shared decks. The second one is to create a new deck for yourself. Decks? What are decks? Decks contain flashcards, and flashcards are the base of Anki system. Now Anki shows you these flashcards at regular intervals based on your input about how difficult you find those flashcards. You can either go and download flashcards or group of flashcard that is made by some other person. It's called a deck. Or you can go in and create your own deck from your own information. So we will see now how to install a shared deck. Press on the plus icon and press on shared decks. So let's assume that you are trying to learn JLPT N3 Kanji. So I will input JLPT N3 Kanji here. Press on search. Once you press on search, you will get the options of shared decks in the list below. Clicking on the deck will take you to this page where you can see the contents of this deck and have a look at a few example sentences. If you like them, then press on download. Downloading the deck will download the deck to the downloads folder of your Android phone. It will not directly install it. But once the download is completed, you can press on that deck and it will open itself in the Anki app. Once the deck import is finished, Anki will give you this prompt with the number of cards imported. Press OK. Now you can long press on the deck, which is like the right click in your computer. Long pressing on the deck will give you options like these. Here you can click on the deck options and look at the various options available here. Within these, the important options are like the option for new cards and for reviews. You can choose how many new cards you want to do every day. How much is the maximum number of reviews that you want to do in a day. So the default for this deck is set at 200 maximum reviews per day. You can change them if you want, but I will not do that now. And similarly, you can change the number of new cards you want to see each day. The default is set at 20. I will not change it for now. You can change it if you want to. Other options are not so important and you can see for yourself later. And this is how we use the flashcards within the deck in Anki. Single click on the deck. The deck will show you questions and then you can press on the show answer button at the bottom to see the answer for that question. After seeing the answer, you need to give your judgment. Did you know that word? Was it difficult for you? Was it easy? Was it good or hard? So these four options are again very fundamental part of Anki. It's the input that you give to Anki while judging these cards that helps Anki decide at what interval should it repeat those cards for you. The first question is a generic question. I'll just press easy here. Next is this word. I think this is the word for Ryo. I have already passed JLPT N1, so these words are pretty easy for me. I'll press on show answer and I will judge this word as easy. Now the next word is yo. I know this word, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll press this as again. Again means Anki will show this to me in 1 minute again. It's basically a way of telling Anki that you do not know this word at all and it was very difficult for you. So for such words, Anki will show them to you at very small intervals again and again, so that the word starts to enter your short memory and hopefully in your long-term memory when you keep seeing it at regular intervals again and again. So I'll press again. So if I press easy, Anki does not show me that card again that day. If I press on good, hard, or again, Anki will show me that word again after I finish reviewing all the new words that day. And it will keep on repeating those words. It will keep on showing those words again and again unless I press on good or easy for all of them. And I would like to share another part of this interface. On the top left, you see these 3 lines. You can press on these to change some basic options in Anki. So the first option there after the decks is card browser. The card browser allows you to browse the cards that you have in all your decks combined. You can look at the cards at a go and maybe edit them if you need. You can also filter them by tags here. The next option here is the statistics tab. In this option, you can get data of how many cards you have reviewed, how many new words you have learned, and all this information. It's useful information to have sometimes, but I've never used it much. The next option here is the night mode. The night mode turns your screen dark and the letters white. This is very good for eyes. It reduces the stress on your eyes, so I highly recommend using this setting. Now for the interface, on the top right side, you again see 3 dots. Click them. In the pop-up window that comes up, the most important 2 options are the restore from backup option, the import option, and the export option. The import deck will help you import an already existing deck into Anki. The export tab will help you export your existing decks out of Anki. And the restore from backup option will help you restore your account from the Anki web. For using Anki web, it's important that you have an account on Anki. Go to the online version of Anki, Anki web, and make an account for yourself there. And then come back to the Android app and press on the sync button. This will ask you to input your Anki web account. When you input the Anki web account, it will help you sync both the accounts, the Android device account and the online account. And in future, if you want, you can also download these cards to some other device. For example, if you have another computer at your work or office, which you can also use for study, you want to use Anki there as well, then you can again press the restore from backup option and get your cards in there and start studying. Make sure when you finish studying on some other device, you press the sync button again. All the information that you have studied will get synced online, and later when you again use your Anki app on your phone, you can press the sync button. This way you don't have to review cards again that you have already reviewed. So I feel this online syncing system is really good and efficient, and I think you should try to use it if you have more than one device. If for some reason you are not satisfied with the shared decks, you can also create your own deck. To create your own deck, you need to have some words or information that you want to input into Anki. To start creating the deck, again press on the plus button below and press on the create deck option here now. Give a name to your deck. Let's name it test for now. Press on the deck that you just created. Anki will prompt you to add new cards. For the new cards, you can try adding a basic flashcard first. It's just like a front and back flashcard. Type your question on the front and the answer that you want to see later on the back. As soon as you do that, Anki will tell you 1 card added. You also have the option to enter clause type questions here. Clause type questions help you hide some portion of a sentence or some paragraph and put that into the answer. When you are studying, you will be shown like a fill in the blanks type of question. The clause area will delete the word that you selected while creating the question, and you have to put that towards the answer section of the card when you are creating the card. The question portion will hide 1 word, but the answer section, when you press on show answer, will show you that word. For example, let's type in a question. Earth is round in shape. Now select round and press on clause button on the bottom. This will add these sort of brackets here, and you can write the answer in the back extra field and press on add, and Anki will again show you 1 card added. Now let's go ahead and review this deck. Press on the deck and then press on study. Now the question that we typed just comes up, question, and now I'll press on show answer, and the answer is answer as we typed before. And now you see the clause type question here. It asks us earth is brackets in shape, and when I press on answer, it says earth is round in shape, and the answer is shown below as well, round. So I hope you get the big picture here. This app allows you not only to learn Japanese. Let me summarize what we learned today. We learned how to install Anki, how to download shared decks, how to create our own decks, and how to do some basic settings that will help us when reviewing the cards, when reviewing new cards and the basic interface of Anki. And we also learned how to create our accounts and how to sync them on various devices. So that's it for the tutorial, guys. Let's move into the next important section. After watching the above, I hope you have a very good idea of how to use Anki on your phone now and how to master your Japanese, your Chinese, or your language of choice, or your school syllabus, your medical school syllabus in an efficient way for the future. If you are interested to know how I used Anki and some other resources to clear my JLPT N2 in 5 months and clear my JLPT N1 in 6 months after that, please check out the videos in the description below. I'm also going to share some books and resources that make Japanese learning almost effortless. Make sure to check them in the description box as well. And oh, it seems like you have made it till the end of the video. Now since you have, please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends on your social networks like Facebook or Twitter. This is very helpful in making this video grow. Thanks and bye.